you've been following me on Facebook or YouTube, you know I like peanut butter brownies, peanut butter squares, and I'm in search for that perfect peanut butter bar like my school cafeteria ladies used to make. So let's see if this is the recipe. If you would like to follow along, we're going to add 1 3/4 cup of flour. Add 1 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Add a 1/2 cup of shortening, and I'm using a 1/2 cup of olive oil, and that's extra virgin olive oil. Add 3 eggs. The recipe calls for 7 ounces of peanut butter. I have a 16-ounce container of peanut butter that was half full, so I just added all of it. So I added about 8 ounces of peanut butter. I'm using creamy peanut butter, but you could always use the peanut butter with nuts in it. Add 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. Add 1 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. The original recipe calls for 4 ounces of coconut, and I added 1/4 cup of coconut. And if you're someone who doesn't like the texture of coconut, you can always omit that. But you can also put it in a Ninja bullet if you have one and ground it up into a powder. Now go ahead and mix this up. Once you've mixed the ingredients together really well, then you will need a 9x13 baking dish. First, before we put this in the 9x13, we are going to oil it. And I like to use olive oil. I personally try to not use cooking spray as much as I possibly can because just a little FYI, cooking spray does have GMOs in it. It's got butane and also silicone. So I'm pretty sure that's not healthy for us. I'm sure there's a lot of things that we eat that are not healthy for us, but knowledge is power. And I personally have a problem with eating something that I know it's not good for me. So just a little FYI for some of you who are a little health conscious, you might want to stay away from that cooking spray. Okay, let's go ahead and put our peanut butter mixture into our 9x13. And you're just going to press this in the bottom of the 9x13, and you can use your hands, which I did, but I always hate to see handprints in food. I don't know why that bothers me. Maybe that's just a little pet peeve of mine. So I used a cup to kind of roll this around on the mixture so that it would be smooth and there would be no handprints. You could probably purchase a tool for this, but my cup works just fine. Just use a plastic cup. Save yourself some money. Now we are going to place this in the oven on 350 degrees and cook this for 20 to 25 minutes. And voila, this was the absolute best peanut butter bar recipe that I have tried so far. And it did taste almost, if not exact, to the peanut butter bars that I ate as a child. I have one more recipe left that I want to try, and we'll see how that goes. But hey, this one right here, it's going in my personal cookbook. And if you like peanut butter bars, you're going to want to hang on to this recipe.